Dito naman sa video lesson na ito ay ituturo ko naman sa inyo kung paano natin makukuha ang present value ng isang general annuity. So the same na mga variables ng ating gagamitin, the same yung computation ng I, the same yung computation ng N, at the same yung computation natin ng B. So ang bagong variable lang na gagamitin natin dito is yung letter P natin, which stands for the present value. So ang formula natin sa pagkuha ng present value is P is equal to R times 1 minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to negative N, and then over 1 plus I raised to B minus 1. Para sa ating first na example, Ken borrowed an amount of money from Kat. He agrees to pay the principal plus interest by paying 38,973.76 pesos each year for 3 years. How much money did he borrow if interest is 8% compounded quarterly? So again, ang kauna-unahan nating i-check dito ay yung ating payment interval at saka yung ating conversion period. So ang payment interval natin dito, magbabayad siya every year. Okay? But ang ating conversion period dito ay quarterly. So since magkaiba yung dalawang yon, then this one here is a problem under general annuity. So ito yung mga kailangan natin ulit. We need a value of R. We need a value of M, T, P, and C. So for our R, yung ating periodic payment is 38,973.76 pesos. And then yung ating rate, we have 8%. So this is 0.08. Yung ating compounding period, this is quarterly. So meaning to say this is 4. And then yung ating time, we have 3 years. And then yung ating value ng P, ang letter P natin uli is the number of months in a payment interval. So since every year siya magbabayad, so sa isang taon ay meron tayong 12 months. And then yung C naman natin ay number of months in a conversion or in a compounding period. So since quarterly yung ating compounding period, so meron yung 3 months. So ang C natin ay 3. Now we will now solve for letter I. That's R over M. So 0.08 over 4. This will give us 0.02. And then yung N naman natin, it's M times T. We have 4 times 3. This will give us 12. And lastly, yung value ng B natin, which can be obtained by dividing P and C. So we have here 12 over 3. This will give us 4. Now, gamit itong mga values na ito, let's substitute this one sa ating formula. So ang formula natin ay P is equal to R times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N, and then over 1 plus I raised to B minus 1. Now, yung ating R from our given is 38,973.76 times 1 minus 1 plus the value of I, which is 0.02, raised to negative value of N, which is 12. That's over 1 plus 0.02 raised to B, which is 4 minus 1. And then we simplify. We have 38,973.76 times 1 minus 1.02 raised to negative 12 over 1.02 raised to positive 4 minus 1. Then continuing our process, we have 38,973.76. Then we'll have here 1 minus 1.02 raised to negative 12 is 0.7884. 93176 over 1.02 raised to 4, that is equal to 1.082432160 and then minus 1. So perform lang natin yung operation sa numerator at sa denominator. We'll have 38,973.76 times 1 minus 0.788493176. That will give us 0.211,506,824. And then sa denominator naman natin, 0.082432160. So let us divide these two values. We'll have 38,973.76 times the quotient of these two values, which is okay, pag dinivide natin ito, ang magiging sagot natin ay 2.565,828,968. And then we multiply these two values, magkakaroon tayo ng result na 100,000.0024. So approximately the amount borrowed by Ken from Kat is 100,000 pesos. Yan, so ito ngayon yung ating present value. Let us proceed to our second example. The latest cell phone sells for 5,000 pesos down payment and 900 pesos every end of each quarter for 3 years at the rate of 8% compounded semi-annually. Find the cash equivalent of the cell phone. So since we are looking for the cash equivalent of the cell phone, we'll be getting first the present value of our annuity. So check natin ulit yung ating payment interval at saka yung ating compounding period. So ang payment interval natin dito, sabi dito magbabayad siya at the end of each quarter. So quarterly yung ating payment interval. But for our compounding period, it's semi-annually. So since our payment interval and compounding period are different, so this is an example of a general annuity. So ito ulit yung mga kailangan natin. We need to find the value of R, we have the rate, our M, the value of T, value of P, and the value of C. So in our given here, our regular payment is 900 pesos. Yung rate natin is 8%. So this is 8%, which is equal to 0.08. Yung M natin dito, it's semi-annually, so 2. Yung time natin is, that's for 3 years. And then yung value ng P natin, yung number of months in a payment interval. So since quarterly siya magbabayad, so there are 3 months. And then yung number of months naman natin in our compounding periods, since it's semi-annually, so there are 6 months. So next, we will compute for the value of I. So we have here R over M, that's 0.08 divided by the value of M, which is 2. And this will give us 0.04. Next naman natin is yung N, which is the product of M times T. So ang M natin is 2, ang time natin ay 3. So we have a 6. And last one is yung value ng B natin, which is the quotient of P and C. So ang P natin ay 3, ang C natin ay 6. So 3 over 6, that will give us 1/2. Now substituting these values, okay, substituting this value sa ating formula ng present value. So again, ang hinahanap natin dito ay yung cash equivalent. So pagka cash equivalent yung ating hinahanap, we're looking for the cash price or we're looking for the cash value. So kailangan natin isolve yung ating present value. So formula ulit tayo. We have P is equal to R times 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over 1 plus I raised to B minus 1. Let us substitute the given. Our R is 900. And then we have here 1 minus 1 plus I. So since ang I natin ay 0.04, so adding 1 to that will give us 1.04. Then raised to our value of n, which is 6. So this is negative 6. Over 1 plus I again, so that's 1.04 raised to the value of b, which is 1/2. And then we have minus 1. So next, we continue the process of simplifying this. So we have 900, and then 1 minus 1.04 raised to negative 6. That is 0.7903 14526. And then sa denominator naman natin, 1.04 raised to 1/2, or the square root of that number, that will give us 1.019803 minus 1. So we have 900 times yung difference ng dalawang numbers na nasa ating numerator, and that is 0.209685. We have 474. Sa atin namang denominator, so bawas lang natin yung 1, so we have 0.019803,903. Tapos i-divide natin itong dalawang ito. So we now have 900 times the quotient of these two numbers, which is 10.58808832. So ang magiging result natin dito pag minultiply natin ay 9,529.279 488. So approximately ang present value, okay, natin ay 9,529.28. So ito yung ating present value. But notice na ang hinahanap natin dito ay yung cash equivalent. So pag sinabi natin cash equivalent, this is equal to our down payment. Okay, so yung ating down payment plus yung present value ng ating annuity. So since meron tayong down payment, so kung mapapansin niyo sa ating given, meron tayong 5,000 dito na down payment. So i-add lang natin yan. We have here 5,000 pesos plus yung present value ng ating general annuity, which is 9,529.28. So pag pinag-add natin itong dalawang ito, we have here 5,000 plus 9,529.28. Ang magiging result natin dito ay 14,529.28. So this is now the cash equivalent. Okay, kumbaga ito yung pinaka-price nung cellphone na yan. Okay, so we have around 14,529.28.